Hello, this is Caujuan Mayo, co-owner of Binary Trade Signal (BTS). This is September 1st, 2015. We're going to be demoing our proprietary auto trader, and we want to show you, just how it works. Win, lose, or draw. We're going to show it all. So we're going to do some trading today. So let me get right into it. This is our live signal feed. We have 60 seconds and we have 5 minutes. This is the 5 minute charts down here. These are 60 seconds up here. And the way this system works is when you get a signal on the 5 minute, then what you wait to see an arrow. And when you see an arrow, then you're gonna go in on the next candle. Okay? So you see how you see an arrow right here? Then you go in on the next candle. Right here, as you see, was a winner, went down. Okay. Also, you take these trades when the trade setup is correct. So it has to be touching the magenta lines, which you see down here, the magenta lines, or the red lines. And what that is oversold or overbought. So if it's not oversold or overbought, then we don't take those trades. As in right here, you see this trade, we went and took, and that's why you see that was a loser. We went and took that trade right here. It came down and touched the magenta and the red lines, and that's the one we would have took. And as you see, that was a clear winner. So that's another winner right there. Okay. This one again, we went and took that because you see it's not touching the magenta lines. Okay. Same with here. So if you notice, all the ones that didn't touch the magenta lines are the ones that you see are actually losing trades, and those are the ones that we went and took. Now, all of them's not going to win, of course. You are going to have some cases where maybe like right here, actually this didn't even touch; it just came close. So we went and took that either. So all the ones that actually did set up and did touch the lines that you see were winners, and we did take. Okay, this was close, but we wouldn't have took it. But if it would have, we would have won. But like I said, we only touched the ones that touched right there, right here. Okay, so now the way the 60 seconds work is you actually can take it on the actual arrow that you see, but the difference is that you got to do it within 20 seconds of that candle. So like right now, if we was to get an entry signal, we wouldn't go in because we're already past 20 seconds. This is very, very, very important. This is the most important part of this whole situation because it can make or break your trades, and you'll be seeing a lot of these trades that you think you should have won. If you touched the overbought or oversold line, you got in, but you got in too late. Okay, like right now, this is a good entry. We got a pre-signal in the Euro USD. So you're going to set up on that. And it's for a call. And now we're waiting for an entry signal. Now we're waiting for an entry signal. Now you see it already passed 20 seconds. So now we will wait. And we're waiting for it now. If it was to come right now, see how it says pre-signal alert? Well, what comes after the pre-signal alert is an entry alert. But if we was to get it now, it'd be too late. So we're gonna wait to the next candle. Now, if it comes within the next candle that opens up, and as long as it's within 20 seconds, then we're gonna take this trade. If it's not within 20 seconds, then we're gonna avoid this trade and we're not gonna trade it. Also, if you go with the trend, it's a higher probability. So if you see like right now we're in the uptrend, this is the trade we're gonna take. Pre-signal alert again, we're gonna set up, get ready. There it is. So we buy. That was in 20 seconds. So we in this trade, 60-second trade right here for this signal. We got another pre-signal alert for the GBP USD. So we can set up for that for a put. I got a pre-signal alert. So we'll come back there. We get an entry alert. As you see right here. Go back and see how we doing on the other trade. As you see right now, this one's in the money. So still got 11 seconds on that trade. Now you see it's going deep. Okay, so that's a winner. First winner. We got the GBP USD setting up for the pre-signal alert. So let's get ready for that because it's still within 20 seconds. Okay. And then if you see it go away, what happens is I still go with it. Now, like I said, this was a high probability. See, it was going with the trend. It touched the magenta lines, and it was just everything was set up perfect, and it was within 20 seconds. Those are the trades you want to take. These, where that right here, are the ones you want to stay away from. Okay, it's not going with the trend. It's not touching the magenta lines. Okay, those are the ones you want to stay away from, and it's not within the time frame. If you stick with these rules, guys, I guarantee you these trades will be within 70%. You know what I mean, between 70-80% in the money. I'm, I can't make guarantees legally, but trust me, this more times than not, that's what the case is going to be. As you see, this one's still setting up right now, so I wouldn't be surprised if we start getting a pre-signal alert. Because as you can see, this is overbought. So if we do, this would be one that we would go in on definitely, because as you see, it's touching it's way past the magenta, it's touching the red line, it's going with the trend because you know this would be a put play. And as you see, it's in a downtrend. That's what these lines represent when you see it going in these directions. So you see this one's going up. That lets you know it's in an uptrend. You see how this one's going down? That lets you know it's going in a downtrend. So this is setting up as well. You see this AUD USD? This would be a trade I would take. If we were to get a signal for this to go for a put, I would take this. See, there it is. So let's set up AUD USD. That's a good play. AUD USD. And as you see, for most cases, you got time. You know, it's no time. You don't have to rush. They go another one at USD CAD. It's not quite touching, so I'm gonna stay away from that one. Okay, so now it's past 20 seconds. So now even if we were to get a signal, we wouldn't go in right now. Even though you see it going down, we wouldn't go in. It's a reason. No, we stick to the rules. A lot of times, you know, I know people see this and they see it's all set up. They see it's high and they go in anyways. And what happens is, look at, you're already 46 seconds into this candle. So what's going to happen is when a new candle opens up, you might not be in the money no more. Right now it might be going down, but when that new candle open up, it might start going back up. And you don't want to end up in a situation like that. So this is why we don't go past 20 seconds, because usually within 20 seconds of a candle, you'll see a big move. Okay? See, we still got our signal alert. We're still waiting. Now see, there we go. Look at that. That's a green candle. Okay, we got the USD CAD setting up. That's good. Got a lot of signals popping up, so set up for it. I still like the GBP USD. We have a few different signals, so we'll just wait and see which one manifests, if any. All these are pretty much setting up. This is set up. As you see, it's blue is going down. This is setting up, and this is actually looking good. And these are all going with the trend. So I'm happy with all those. These are the type of trades I would take. And then maybe I would stay away from these. You know, going to, you know, this one's fine, but this I definitely stay away from. You know. Now this is way overbought, so this is definitely a good trade to take if you see you get your signal. Okay, let's get set up for the USD CAD. For a call. See, now this is what happens. Also, a lot of times you guys see this happen, and you know you didn't get a signal, but you see the rules where it touched the line. It did exactly as the rules said it would do, and then it shot up. So you was like, oh man. So the next time you see that happen, you just jump in, and you just jump the gun, and you say, hey, I don't need a signal. I'm just gonna go with my instinct, and then you possibly lose because what happens is this might reverse itself, and it goes back the other direction, vice versa. So this is why we say, you know, these are the times where you'll notice that some people get good results, some people get bad. You have to stick to these rules. These are the rules. These rules are in place for a reason, and they're there to protect you guys and to make sure that you guys, you know, don't lose and, you know, lose more than you win. Where's that signal? I hear it. Just don't see it. Oh, okay. So right here, so we're getting ready. We have time. See, so well, this is already into the 11th. It's already on the 11th candle. So what's going to happen is 11 minutes. So what's going to happen is we still got 4 minutes before the next candle is going to open up. So that the 5 minutes actually gives you a lot of time to really set up and really not have to rush, because as you notice, we don't take it, we don't take the trade until the next candle. Okay, if there's still an arrow. So if there's still an arrow here within the next candle, then these are the trade. Then that's when you would go in on this, and you would go in for a put for 5 minutes. So 5 minutes, you go in after after the arrow, and 60 seconds you go in on the arrow. So we still got 3 minutes for this one before we have to even consider going in on this trade. And if it's still way above this red line, and as you see, this would be a down, it'll be going with the trend, I would definitely take this trade. This would be considered a high probability trade right here. If it was to lose, it would be no excuse. It was just one of them things or one of them trades I lost. There would be no excuse for it, because this is completely the type of setup and trade that we want you guys taking. Different hours of the day, you'll notice different hours of the day, you'll also notice that it's more volatile of the market, so you'll get a lot more setups. And in that case, when it happens, you do get a lot of setups. That doesn't mean take every single trade. It means if you have 5, 6, 7 setups, then take the best trade. It means if you got a setup coming here, you got a setup coming here, you got a setup coming here, then don't go for this one. That's not really that good, and it's going against the trend, and it's it's kind of close to the magenta, but not quite. Leave it alone. Don't risk it. Don't take it. Wait for something like this. This is going up now, but wait for something like this right here. That's way above, touching the red. It's something that something that that should win, and give yourself a high probability chance of winning. When you got a system that's giving out over 50 trades a day, you don't have to rush. You know, it's up to you to do your due diligence and take your time, relax, and just take the best trade you could possibly take. Hit your goal, and get out the market. Get out, come back tomorrow, and do it all again. So we're still waiting. While we're waiting, I also wanted to get into this is the core system of BTS right here. This is what made BTS, and this is, and the reason for that is because when you trade off the system, you're not dealing with human emotions. You're dealing with algorithms, and you're dealing with mathematics. And we have a awesome IT guy that stays on top of it 24/7. So if anything, we know the market switches up. We know the market changes. We know nothing that you can, that might work for you today is going to work for you tomorrow. But the difference in that is, as the market is changing, our tech guys changing the system and the algorithm right along with it. So we always evolving as the market is evolving. So we're always going to stay at 70%. Yeah, we might slip a day, couple of days, maybe even a week, but you can best believe by that next week we're going to be back on top of our game, and we're going to have the system tweaked. And if usually if not within days or hours, then within hours or days. But if it takes more than that, then definitely by that next coming week we got it together. We've been working all through the weekend. You know, so the difference in this and a trader is when a trader loses, he starts trading with emotions. He doesn't trade the same as he did when he was confident, when he won his first 2, 3, 4 trades back to back. When he starts losing 2, 3 trades back to back, now he's trading with emotions. Now he's chasing his losses. It's a lot of different things that go into it emotionally into trading. That can make you a successful trader or a not so much successful trader. And it's a reason why they say 5%. Successful and 95% aren't. It's because of those kind of factors right there. Both of the trades can know the exact same things. The 5% trader and the 95% trader, but it's the way they go about executing their game plan and what they got going on. Okay, here we go. USD JPY. That's up there. So USD JPY set up for a put. See, we already passed 20 seconds, so of course we wouldn't take this trade right now, but we're still gonna stay on it for the next candle, because a lot of times what you'll see is you'll get a pre-signal alert, and then you'll get another alert to go in on the next candle. I actually missed this trade talking. We just missed this trade. Shoot, we were supposed to jump in on the 15. Look it. So we're gonna watch this trade right here. As you see, it went straight down. This was that trade that we had the arrow on. Sorry guys, I got so caught up in talking, I forgot to I didn't look. But we're gonna look. My bill was up here, way overbought. Okay, we got this pre-signal, but it's already past the magenta, so we're not gonna take this trade. See, this is the discipline I'm talking about. Even if you see it going down, we're not gonna take it. Yes, we within the 20 seconds. I'll watch it, but we're not going to take it. Why? Because it's no longer a high probability trade. It would have been a high probability trade when it was still touching the magenta. Since it's not touching the magenta no longer, we're not going to take this trade. We'll watch it though. As you see, it's still sinking, still a winning trade, but still we're not going to let that cloud our judgment, our emotions. And that's what I mean by being an emotional trader, be a disciplined trader. Disciplined trader sees this and still don't take it. An emotional trader takes it anyways. So still nice to see for the person that still would have jumped in on any trade, that still was a clear winner. This one right here is green, is rising, but we still got time. This one's we're gonna take it to the 20 because we should have jumped in at 115. So if 120 would have been 5 minutes, and as long as it's not above this wick, then we should be good. And if it's below this red line, then we should have been good because that's what we would have got in at. So we'll watch both. So this was a winner, but we're not going to count it. So we could say that was 2 wins, but I'm not going to count that because, like I said, I want you guys to get in the habit of taking only the trades that are actually touching the magenta lines or the red lines, and are actually going with our trade rules. Now this one's getting touchy. It's getting close up there, but still we got 2 minutes. So as long as this is not above this wick and below the red line, then this would have been a winner. If it's above, then it's a loser. I know a lot of times people say 60-second trading is more like gambling than trading, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I feel the 60 seconds on our system is actually more accurate than the 5 minute trades, and you can test that theory out for yourself if you want. But that's just my opinion, me personally. Even to the point of trades that aren't really following our trade setups, but they still win, like this one. It wasn't touching, but it still won, and won deep actually. And the same thing with this. It wasn't quite touching the magenta line, but you see it still won deep. You know, we got it's close. It's getting close, so it's rising. If it don't come down 20, so I don't know. I don't know what this one would. I don't know if we would have won this one or not. It's right there. It's pretty close. So this one's touchy right here. This could have been a tie. Could have been a win. It could have been a loss. I wouldn't have known if I wish I would have jumped in. Then I would have known from that. And I don't even know if the arrow is still present. That's another thing too, because I wasn't looking. I'll run back the video later and check. But if the arrow wasn't still present, just because it was present earlier, don't mean it was present once it got down to the 5 minute candle. So if it was no longer present, then that was no longer a trade we would have got in anyway. So that possibly wasn't a loss at all. I'll run back the cameras later, and I'll run back later and see. Like I said, I got distracted with talking to you guys about what was going on up here. So hopefully another trade setup presents itself soon. I don't want to make this video too long. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna cut it short and upload this one to YouTube so you guys can see. And then I'm gonna start another one. I'm gonna try and put out these videos every day. all week, all month, whatever it takes for you guys to see that the system works. And yes, no, it's not something you can sit in front of. It's not a casino. You're not gonna sit in front of it and just take a crap load of trades and they're all gonna win, and you're gonna get up and $100,000 richer. No, it's still gonna be disciplined. It's still gonna take time. It's still gonna be seeing things like this, not taking it and kicking yourself when you see a win, but not kicking yourself because you knew that you practiced discipline. And even though everything in your brain said to take that trade, you still didn't take it because just as easy as it won this time, there's going to be other times where it's not going to be the case. And you're going to see it's nowhere near the magenta line or it got close to the magenta line. You jumped in on that trade and it lost. And then you're going to blame the system. So to keep yourself out of that situation, only take trades that have the actual proper setup. Okay, guys? With that being said, I'm going to close this video and I'm actually going to make another one. I'm just going to close this one for now so it's not so long. Thank you. It's Caujuan Mayo again, Binary Trade Signal, calling it BTS. You can get us at Binary Trade Signal live on Facebook. Also, you can find us at binarytradesignal.com. Thank you and have a blessed day.